Cherie Hanson here. Today I was thinking about how to teach people with the idea of the reticular activation system or the idea of creating your own reality. And I was thinking of the metaphor of travel. I have a friend of mine who is going to a city that I have been in before. And I was thinking how we can fly, take a bus, get on a train, and go to a new place. But the new place will be different for each one of us. And the reason it will be different is because they don't go to Paris just to spend all day, every day in an art gallery, which I did. And people would ask, did you try this food? Did you go to this beautiful site? And I would not have done that because of my values and because of what I am seeking. So when I went to Scotland, I didn't travel around to go to tourist sites. When I was in the Viking Museum for a little while, I just decided, when you've seen a black obsidian point on a weapon once, that's enough. And so I left. Now, what we take away from that is that each of us is seeking out something that is our reality. When I went to Dubrovnik, I sat in the 890-year-old Dominican monastery and listened to the monks chanting. I did not go to restaurants. I wasn't doing a bus tour of 3 other cities. And so when I come away from the place that I'm visiting, I know that my experience is based on what I believe is of value to me. And what I believe is what I will seek out. It will be what I see. Did you go to lovely restaurants? No. No, I don't do that. I bought a few figs and some cheese, and I ate that. And I can talk to other people who've been in Dubrovnik. And they're not going there for the history. They're not going there to see the places where before the Italian nation became so strong, they had a dock. And so these people came to dock to bring their goods. This was early history. This was beyond the high points that we had been taught about. And I mentioned the cats. The cats are everywhere. And they're so relaxed. They're just, they look like they're using every inch of their stamina and goal-seeking energy to just flop over and have the sun bake them on the other side. And when I travel, of course, I don't seek out alcohol because that is not something that I value. I'm not interested in it. I don't seek out things to buy because I'm not interested in things to buy. But I will often find a hole in the wall where an artist is working. Not a famous artist, just, somebody who's dedicated their life to art. And that is something that is very, very beautiful and that I love. So if we can think about this when we're thinking about how we're creating our reality, it makes it more clear. If I go someplace and I don't believe that it is a good place, I am not going to find good things. I'm not going to find moments of peace and spiritual connection and calm. So what I believe, what my reticular activation system is set up to notice, actually forms my experience of that place. And I loved what one of my friends said when I went to Europe, and people were, disappointed that I didn't have more castles and restaurants and seasides or, wine or goods. And she said, they don't understand. You're not on a holiday, you're on a quest. And because of the way I live in the world, I seek out those moments of questing, of finding some kind of deeper truth. And what'll happen is when I find it, I connect to the people that used to live there 890 years ago, that used to work the garden that was created in the 1400s. This is a connection that hits me and really moves my heart. It's their life, what they were experiencing. What was that like? Human to human. So when you look at another person, we make a big mistake, really. I mean, I do it all the time. We look at another person, they've got two eyes, a nose, a mouth, they're wearing clothing that is similar to ours. So we assume that their experience is the same as ours, and it isn't. We assume that the things that they are projecting and creating in their future is the same as what we are doing, but it isn't. And so we have to give one another more latitude. You are creating your reality with your thoughts, with your decisions, with your actions, with your habits. And it's going to be very, very different than my reality. And that's kind of wonderful, I think. I'm making a short video today because I have some guests coming in from Australia. That's my reality. I get a chance to have these conversations with people who have had such vastly different experiences of the earth than I have. And it's such a pleasure for me to engage in conversation with them. Get a hold of me if you want a psychic reading, you want life coaching, you want to set up a plan to learn how to project a calmer, more beautiful, more peaceful reality in your life. But that is up to you. I can help with that. Please subscribe. please do subscribe. And if you know someone that you think would benefit from one of my, what would you call it, armchair talks with a sparkly shawl, do send the video over to them so that they might find something that will help them when they're creating their future reality, to make it just so much more peaceful and beautiful and rewarding. We want that. And I say to you, as I always do, I am so very appreciative of your stopping by and watching a video. I just think it's wonderful. It makes my heart happy. The thumbs up, the comments, the sharing. I appreciate you